Hey, co-creators. I am like so fired up right now. I had one of those wake out of bed with the inspiration moments. My dear cousin sent me a video of Nina Simone's Ain't Got No, or I think it's also called I Got Life. It's going to be linked in the description song. If you don't want to listen to any of this video, just please go to that song and listen to it because that is what is the inspiration behind this whole thing. It is an incredibly powerful song about identity. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So identity shifting has been something that I've really been learning a lot about and been fascinated by. Um, some of you may have seen other things where I talk about the reason why I have this called Be the Change. Okay. It's because I have realized that each and every identity that I have held, other than the identity of change, anytime I have tried to be anything other than change, it has ended up in suffering. It has either been an identity that I've lost, like being a good Christian or being a good daughter or being a good partner or being a good whatever parent or being a good worker or student. All of these identities have created suffering for me because either I've been afraid of losing them or I've lost them. And then I have felt less than as a result, or I've felt limited or scared as a result, right? And so a lot of us are exposed to all these videos about manifestation and getting the life that you want. And what I'm really interested in is looking at how we are less able to enjoy our own personal lives and less able to contribute to the broader society um, because, or to the universe, because of these limiting identities, which result in limiting beliefs. And so I want to share some of the things I've been learning lately. Let me get us to the right page. Hold on. I am oops, trying to do a um, little support to what I'm saying so that I keep myself on track. I find that sometimes if I don't do something like this, get, I chat about all sorts of other things, and that's the beginning. Okay, I mean, that's the end. All right. But that was the song Nina Simone. So go to the link and listen to the song. It's fantastic. Okay, so the first thing that I've been learning a lot from this teacher named Quasi Johir. Um, has a YouTube channel, so I will link that below. This video is something that you only get as like a freebie for signing up for some of his things, which I really recommend you do that because all of his free things are really fantastic too. Okay, so this is the idea that our identity is one of the core pieces that shapes our beliefs, that then affects our thoughts and our actions, and that all of these things come together to create our reality. Okay, so this is really helpful because a lot of us go around taking actions. So let's say I want to make a YouTube video because I think that um, it will make me money because I believe that if I have money, I will be a more valuable person. And so my identity is affected by this belief that people with more money are of higher value. And then it creates the thought that I should make money. And then I take an action like making a video to make money. Okay. So all of that is going to create a reality in which I could make some money, but the money will make me feel less valuable because I've taken it from the place of I'm less valuable unless a condition is met. okay? My identity is wrapped up in a condition, like in this case, having money. Now, let's say I make a video from the thought that it's fun to share knowledge and ideas and inspiration with other people, because I believe that we are here to be creators and to experience different experiences together. Now, the reality based on that is that I'm going to make this video and I'm going to feel like my identity as a creator is reinforced, and that my identity as a co-creator and experiencer of this, whatever it is that we're doing, is going to be reinforced by this video, no matter what happens with the video. Even if the video is like a catastrophe, I'll be like, yes, that was an experience of co-creation with all these people that I'm referencing today, with Quasi, and with the next couple sets of people that I'm going to reference. So our identity really shapes our beliefs, and our beliefs shape our thoughts, and our thoughts shape our actions. And then all of that together shapes our reality, right? So this is obviously so exciting to me. Let's look at it from another perspective. This is Bob Proctor's perspective, okay? So Bob Proctor talks about the paradigm. Now, I couldn't find the exact picture where he puts the paradigm, but right here in this subconscious mind and feelings, that's where he puts what he calls the paradigm. Now, our paradigm is the same idea as identity and beliefs, okay? So our identity and beliefs, or our paradigm, or our subconscious mind, is what influences our thoughts, and our thoughts are what influence our actions, and then our actions that are supported by the subconscious feelings and the thoughts result in our reality, okay? So again, in Bob Proctor's perspective, when the paradigm or the subconscious mind is not lined up with the thoughts, then we get a reality that doesn't actually feed our soul, okay? Because our soul is in this subconscious mind, and our soul identity, whatever you want to call that, and that frequency, if it doesn't match the frequency of our thoughts, then we end up with a mismatch, and the reality doesn't feel good, even if it's what our thoughts wanted, again, like the video. So if my video is being created from the frequency of like, I'm only going to be okay if this video makes me money, then even if the video makes money, I'm going to end up not feeling okay because there's a condition on it. But if I am making the video from the perspective of, this is really fun, I'm having a great time, and I think sharing life experiences and all of these things is what, having this experience is what my life is about, then no matter what happens with the video, I'm going to enjoy it, right? Okay. Obviously, I'm just touching on these things. So I'm going to link to Quasi. I'm going to link to Bob Proctor. I'm going to link to each and every one of these points, because I'm not going to give, repeat their whole hour presentations, but I just want to give you the opportunity to go touch in with all these different teachers. Okay. So Sadhguru had an interview recently with Lewis Howes. And again, I will link this. But what I loved that he touched on was a really like radical way of describing how identity creates violence or suffering, okay? Or a limited identity. I really like how he puts that. So a limited identity is when we identify anything less than the cosmos, okay? So he says at one point in this interview, family is crime. And Lewis Howes is like, what? And the idea is that a family is a limited identity. So if I identify as Nkosi, right, my last name, I'm limiting my identity to a one group of people that are in my family, okay? Inevitably, that creates a me versus them, an us versus them, right? And so a limited identity, when you take power or intelligence or wealth or any kind of force, and you pair it with a limited identity, it can be destructive, right? Because we are thinking that like I am an American, or I am a trans person, or I am a spiritual person. This sets me up as having an other that I need to like push up against. But when I have the identity of I am the cosmos, okay? So he talks about in India that in some families, just from the very start, children are given a mantra to practice the cosmic identity. So they look at the fire, they say, I am the fire, I am the stars, I am the earth, right? And when you put power behind a cosmic identity, it's incapable of doing anything that doesn't support the whole cosmos, right? So there's a quote by Byron Katie. Many of you know that I love Byron Katie. That no one would harm another human being unless they were confused. So this touches on that. If I have a cosmic identity and I believe that I am you and you are me, and I am the trees and I am the stars and I am the universe, then I am not going to be capable of harming any of those things because I identify as those things. They are me. And so I am going to want to support them, right? If I'm confused about my identity and I think I am a human and you are a tree, so I am more valuable because I'm a human, so I can cut you down, right? If I'm confused about my identity, then I can quite easily harm someone else, right? And it says down at the bottom, it's a little bit fuzzy. I don't know if you can see it. Fear is the cause of all confusion. Okay. So when I am afraid, right, we talk about the lizard brain, I am incapable of judgment unless I'm afraid. So I can't possibly think anything is wrong if there's no fear, right? If there's nothing to be afraid of, then there's nothing to be wrong. So when I have the limited identity of I am something and you are something else, then I can be afraid of you because your identity can threaten mine, right? If there is no threat, if all is one, then I am not capable of having fear. So, this is why all of this brings me back to supporting people and exploring their nervous system and supporting people through the nervous system regulation to take a look at their thoughts and beliefs through the work of Byron Katie to realize that at every single moment in the now, 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 I am always okay, even in the now of death, even in the now of being harmed, because my identity is not being Gazikaya and being healthy and alive and treated well and blah, blah, blah. I don't have any of those identities when I am not in fear. When I am not in fear, I am in cosmic identity. I am all things. I am an experiencer. I am that. I am that. So in if you want something to explore, all these different teachings are really wonderful, but this book, I Am That by Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj is it's not an easy read, okay? But it explores these ideas that of a limited identity and how a limited identity really creates fear and suffering, right? With when I am that, when I am you, then I am always okay because I'm a part of the whole thing. So if I am the grass, I am the other person. When the grass grows, I feel growth. When the person wins or has success, I feel success. When someone else gets to eat at the beautiful restaurant, I feel nourished, right? Because I am that. I am all of it. And the piece that I feel like really took all of this to like the next level of just really soothing my nervous system and relaxing into this reality with this cosmic identity is this idea of being change. okay, identifying most with, oops, there was one more, of being change, because change uh, is the only thing that we can define for sure in the planet, right? So I don't know about outside of this planet, but what we understand from uh, physics is that everything is made of energy, and energy is in constant motion, emotion, uh, uh, energy in motion, right? So everything is in constant motion. So change is all that we have. These cells on my skin right now are dying, right? This hair is, it's turning gray. Um, this planet is moving, right? Everything is changing. There's no way to stop it. And so if I wake up and I say, oh, I am change, change is what I'm doing today, then it's peace, right? Because change is definitely going to happen. I win every time when I identify with change. And when I let change happen and I realize I am change, and I move gently down the river of change, I let the water come into my riverbed, and then I let it evaporate up into the cloud, and then I let it fall down as rain, and I never am losing at any point, and cannot lose if everything has changed. So I just find so much joy and relief in this. And if it gives anyone else joy and relief, I offer that. Maybe not. Like always, take what you like and leave the rest, right? It doesn't matter. Um, if this brings you joy, receive it. If not, let it flow down the river. It soon will be a cloud. And if you don't like clouds, it soon will be rain, okay? Or snow, or snowflakes, or fog. Okay, so now back to this song that my cousin sent me, that thank you so much. Oh, the song is so beautiful. And the lyrics are just incredible. She goes through, I got no family, I got no just I had them pulled up here, but I can't show it with the let me just read this to you. Okay. I ain't got no home, ain't got no shoes, ain't got no money, ain't got no class, ain't got no man, ain't got no mother, ain't got no friends, ain't got no love, ain't got no God. What have I got? Why am I alive? I got my heart, I got my soul, I got my fingers, got my toes. I'm skipping around. I've got life, I've got my freedom, I've got life, and I'm going to keep it. I've got life. Okay. So until you, even after you die, in my experience, for my near death experience, you still have an experience. You still have, I don't know if it's called life, but you still have an experience, okay? Because I experienced the after death. Um, so we've got experience always. That's always something we have. And when we identify with that experience and that change and the so-called other in this cosmic way, oh, it's it feels it's so juicy. It's just so beautiful. So please go listen to this song, if nothing else, and jam to I've Got Life. Oh my gosh, it is a jam. It is a jump around, fill your soul kind of song. And I just thank you for being on this journey with me. And I love you. And if you want to explore more of these topics with me, like, subscribe, check out my website. I've got freebies, I've got courses, I've got working with me. And if none of that, just know that no matter how you feel about me, I'm over here loving you. Okay, so much love.